everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is day 13 and today's prompt is details. So I thought we would do something kind of different today, go a little crazy, and what I want to do is create the background for our page and then put a pocket on it. So I skipped a couple pages because this is the one that we did yesterday. So I skipped this page, these two pages, and this one because I want a flat surface for what we're going to do, because we're going to be stamping directly on this page. So I wanted it to be kind of flat. So first things first, I want to make for sure that we don't get anything on any of the other pages. So I have a couple pieces of plain paper, and then I'm just going to put it underneath our pages. And then what I want to do is I'm going to grab a little binder clip and clip this together. That way it kind of stays down and kind of like out of our way. Okay, so now we can go ahead and start working. So what I want to do, let me make sure I'm in frame. Okay. So what I want to do is do a bit of splotching. I don't know if that's actually what you call it. That's what I call it. So it's super easy. I just have some inks that I picked out, and all I'm going to use is regular cotton balls. So I just have one for each color that I'm going to use. Now, if your inks aren't super dark and vibrant, this is actually perfect because you don't want it super dark. That way all the colors show through. So I'm just going to start with a color. I'm going to start with my eggplant purple and get a decent amount on. But when you go to just, hold on, I did this one wrong. We want it to go over top, not underneath. Okay, now we're ready to work. So when you go to splat your paper, you don't want to do it super hard, like you don't want to really smush it and twist it unless that's the look you're going for. Now I just want very light wispy splotches, so that's all I'm gonna do, and it's just gonna be like random all over. Just like that. And then I'll come in with another color. And then once you get all done, if you like, say you can't find the purple anymore and you want to add some more, then you can go back on and layer some more. This is super forgiving, and you can just keep layering it until you get how you like it. So I'm going to go in with my yellow, and you can go right over top of the colors. You can go right next to it, however you want to do it. Okay. And it's just kind of fun. You get a little messy, and it's very freeing, and there's no rules, and you can just create something really pretty. Now I've done this also on envelopes before, which is super cool. And then for this one, I have my my one that's all different colors. And what I want to use primarily is the orange. But when I did this before, I got just a little bit of different colors. Let's see. just a little bit of different colors. So that's fine. It adds just a little extra bit of dimension. You get a little tiny bit of red and some more yellow, which I actually thought turned out pretty cool. Okay, so just like that, our background is pretty much done. Next, to add some more details to it, because that's what this challenge is about, is details. I brought some of my smaller little stamps in, and they're just like the flourishes or whatever you want to call them. So I have that one. I have this one. Hopefully I'm staying in screen. I have this one here, and then I also brought in the word love, and I'm just going to do that once, like kind of right in the corner after we get done. So for that one, I want to use my brown, which is not super dark. I probably wouldn't use your really deepest, darkest colors for this, just because it'll kind of take away from the background a little bit. So my brown isn't super dark. So I'm just going to go in randomly around, and they don't have to all be in the same direction or anything like that. And then we're also going to put a pocket, so don't forget, some of this might be covered up, and that's fine. Maybe go off the paper a little bit. Kind of maybe do like half of a stamp like that. And then I have the last little flourish. Just like that. And then we're going to add the word love. Now for the word, I do want to use a dark color because I want it to show up. So I'm going to use my black. And I just kind of want to angle it right here in the corner, because I know up here is not going to get covered up by the pocket. Now I'm just going to come in with, oops, not that one, with like the end of this, and I want to do it right here because it doesn't have too much on there, just like that. And if you don't like something that's quite this busy, maybe don't do as many stamps. It's really up to you. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to ink around the edges just to give it a little bit more depth. Okay, just like that. Now we can take this out of there and that out of there. So there's our background, which I think looks so pretty. I'm going to set this aside for a minute and we're going to work on our pocket. So all I have here is a paper cupcake liner. And I like to use the cupcake liners because they're relatively thin, in the respect that it's not going to add a ton of bulk in your project, but they're strong enough that it's not going to rip super easy. So we're going to create a double pocket with this, and all you're going to do is fold in the side a little bit. Now there's really not any measurement that goes along with this. I just kind of fold it in a little bit. So it's kind of like even on both sides. And then we're going to fold it up. Make sure it kind of lines up a little bit. Just like that. And now if yours is not double-sided like this and you want to add some paper or something to that, you can. I'm actually not going to. I'm just going to ink around the edges. So I'm going to go ahead and do that first before we glue, because it'll be a lot easier if we do it beforehand. What it should look like after it's inked, if you choose to ink. We're going to fold it back up just like that. So what you're going to do is you're going to glue on these two sides here. You don't want to glue underneath the flap or anything like that, because it'll hinder your pocket. Just like that. So there's our pocket. So now we can go ahead and set it in there and see how it's going to look. And we're going to do it towards the bottom like this so you can still see the love. And then you'll have a little pocket here, and you'll have the pocket behind it. Now you can glue this directly down if you don't want both pockets, but I like both pockets, so I'm just going to leave it. Now what we're going to do is just decorate the envelope just a little bit, and I brought some washi. Not sure. I think that'll look okay. Alright, so I'm just going to stick some washi down at the bottom of the envelope. I'm going to leave just a tiny bit of that green showing. And instead of cutting it off, I'm just going to wrap it around, because you're not going to see the back anyways. And with it being washi, it's not going to add bulk to it. So there's that. And then I think what we could do is just add a little piece of ephemera of some sort. I don't have a ton of stuff cut out yet. Let's see. Maybe we could add this. Okay, so maybe we can add a little piece of doily to it. like that. And then maybe a piece of either book page or music paper. Let's see what we can find. Here's a little piece. Of music paper. Here's just a little bit of book page. And this is a little bit different. This is a little bit more white. So maybe it'll give like a little bit of a difference. Okay, so I think let's just start layering this up and we'll see how it looks. So if we lay this like this, then we have this in the background, that kind of in the middle, and then this across. So I think that's what we're going to do. So this here, oh, wait a minute. I just glued it upside down. Hold on. Better. All right, so this here. And then this is going to go across there. Like that. That's going to finish everything off. Let's see, I think this all needs to be glued up higher. Okay, so let's add a little extra glue. And then that can go there. Okay, now we're good. Okay, so now we can glue all of this down to this. Just like that. And then we can glue it right down into our journal. So what we're going to do is just do it on the 3 sides. So both sides and the bottom. And try and get it as close to the edge as you can. That way your pocket has as much room as possible. And then I want to put it like right at the bottom, as close to the bottom as I can get it without going over. So just like that. Perfect. So there you go, guys. Day 13 is done. I hope you enjoyed this video. I can't wait to see what everyone else is coming up with for details. I hope you guys will join me tomorrow for day 14, which is torn. So I can't wait to see what everyone comes up with. And if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And as always, guys, happy crafting. Bye.